Planning your dream wedding not only takes time, it also takes money. But what if we told you the wedding you want is doable, even if you're feeling the effects of the economy? If you're a bride on a budget, event and wedding planner Katie Piech-Lukas is here with some tips to help you save before saying, I do. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Katie.
Yes. Well, so this is exciting. You know, maybe you've just gotten engaged or you're hoping to get engaged. No matter what it is, you've got to get that budget in place. It seems, you know, you got to find out where the money's coming from. What do you tell brides?
Best thing to do when you're planning a wedding is to set a budget and stick to it. There is a budget and a vendor and a place and a location and flowers for every bride.
Okay.
So set a budget and stick to it. And the best advice I can get.
You have been in this event and wedding planning space, opening your dream day. What, you know, as you've been doing that, what are some of the things that you've seen with budgets throughout your some 20 years of experience?
Well, the big thing is that the budget comes down to the cost per person.
Okay.
Because you have to feed everybody. You have to give them a piece of cake or a dessert.
That's right.
You have to seat them at a table. You have to give them a centerpiece. And all of this adds up very quickly. So you need to decide what is your taste. Do you have expensive taste? Do you have DIY taste? And then use that to kind of guide how many guests you're going to ultimately put on the guest list.
So the guest list is a big driver of the budget, of course.
Huge driver of the budget.
So you want to decide, are we having small, are we having large? I think that's probably one of the biggest things that you can decide right off the bat.
Absolutely.
Are you doing extended family or less? Well, so you can also save money on decor. Talk about that, and you've brought some here.
Oh, I know. Our friends at A&S Party Rental were so kind to give me this silk arrangement, which was done by Carrie.
It's beautiful.
Which is done by Carrie, who manages our Cincinnati office. And then these are just some chargers and gold, which are very, very trendy, as is the champagne colors right now.
I like to know what's on trend.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about classics.
And so when we are thinking about decor, it comes down from linens to, can we make our own centerpieces? What tips do you have for DIY?
Well, if you want to save money, a great place to go are some of these Facebook groups.
Okay.
If you just type in Cincinnati wedding, tons of them pop up, and it's a lot of past couples who are selling their lightly loved wedding decor.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's a great way to get a nice bargain on stuff to put on your tablescape. The one thing that I always kind of deter couples from doing online, unless they have the extra time, is linens. Because what happens is people will go online and they'll buy a linen because they figure it's going to cost me the same amount to buy this linen on a website and have it shipped to me as it would be for me to go to a rental company, get it one time and take it back. You'll see this linen has no wrinkles in it whatsoever. When you get them in the mail, they're in a little package that's about the size of your iPad, in a piece of plastic, and when you take it out, it's just so wrinkled.
There's no way.
You have to iron them, you have to launder them, and it just takes a lot. It's probably about 5 or 6 hours just to do that.
Wow, and probably for
an average wedding.
And you think about, some people are using drapery across the ceiling, so that's a really good tip on saving money. You read about the #1 reason that couples fight is over money. Do you see people coming into your wedding planning and, you know, husband is feeling one way and wife is feeling the other? Are they fighting about the cost of the wedding?
No, if anything, the parents are getting involved in that discussion. It's not just the couple, because usually with weddings you have the couple contributing something these days.
Yeah.
You also have the parents that tend to contribute something, and it can be traditional where the bride's family covers the majority of it, and then the groom's family covers the rehearsal dinner, the bar, and the flowers. Or they could say, hey, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars toward the wedding, you use it as you see fit.
Okay.
So you usually see A or B. Keep in mind, when you have parents contributing to the budget, they are going to have a little bit of a say in who goes on that guest list.
That makes sense. So it could be larger if you're getting that pot from them.
Exactly.
That money pot from them.
But it goes back to set the budget, get an idea of how much money you have to work with, and then create the guest list from there.
And that's very good. And then everything else can fall into place. You have a lot of ways that you can help couples on a budget, big budgets, small budgets, whatever it is. How do we get in touch with you and find some of these resources?
Sure. Well, if you want some other resources, there's websites like the Knot, Zola, Wedding Wire. You can also listen to Your Dream Day podcast, which you can access through our website, yourdreamday.com. And if you want to check out our Facebook and Instagram, one new service we're going to start offering in 2025, we did a soft rollout this fall and it went really well, is a new trend that started on the West Coast and has finally made its way to the Midwest, and it's called Day of Content Creator.
Okay.
So we go around and basically take all these anywhere from 5 to 30-second video vignettes, and by 8 o'clock the next morning, they're in the bride's inbox and ready to post on Instagram and TikTok.
It's changed so much, and you're right there changing with the times. Well, it's wonderful to have you here. Of course, check out yourdreamday.com and get in touch with Kathy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.